Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please welcome our guest this evening, the North Shore 78's. First, the starters. Wearing number 0, LaSalle Shane DeRosa. Number 3, Andres Contopoulos. Number 50, Sean McCarthy. Wearing number 5, Kachi Nazirum. And number 40, Zach Valliere. As well as the rest of your North Shore 78's. Number 3, Scott Arsenault. 23, Scott Arsenault. Number 22, Lloyd Kennedy. 35, Josh Wells. And 24, David Zelinski. The head coach for the Worcester 78's, the North Shore 78's, Anthony Leonelli. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your Western Mass Zombies. First, the starters wearing number 1, Petey Skivas. Number 3, Tyler DeRosers. Number 9, Alex Snyder. Wearing number 10, Roosevelt Lee. And number 23, please welcome back Tylon Smith. And the rest of your Western Mass Zombies. Number 0, Rashad Robinson. Number 2, Marcel Brown. Number 4, Charles Jackson. Number 11, Robbie Jones. 13, Chris Starks. Number 15, Matt Petronies. Number 20, Rafael Nieves. 22, Andre Daniel. And 24, Rob Campbell. Your head coach, Mr. Brian Stasitis. And your owners, Bill and Mickey Bullock. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play the game. Time to play the game.
We welcome you to the South End Community Center in Springfield, Massachusetts. PATV Sports brings you Western Massachusetts Zombie Basketball. Tonight, the Zombies entertain the North Shore 78's, and we are ready to start. North Shore in green, Western Mass in the home red, and we are ready to go. In the circle, Alex Snyder for Western Mass, but the North Shore controls the tap, and the first shot of the game misfires, and the offensive rebound by Valliere, and it's taken from him by number 1, Petey Skivas. This is Tylon Smith, number 23, as he cuts to the hoop, and he gets clobbered in the act of shooting. And the foul will be on Valliere, number 40. So it'll be an opportunity at the foul line for Tylon Smith as we're just getting underway. 4 12-minute quarters in the ABA. Tylon Smith averaged more than 22 points a game last year for the Zombies. He was named honorable mention for the league team, which is the 50 best players, and he gives the Zombies a 1-0 lead. Skivas, a little backcourt pressure, and he bats the ball out of bounds. LaSalle Shane DeRossi is number 0. They get it into McCarthy, and it belongs to North Shore. North Shore was a size advantage. Number 3 is Sintopoulos, And there's McCarthy. Rebounded by Smith. And the Zombies are running. Here's Skivas. And Smith, once again, cutting to the hoop. He missed his shot, but he drew a 2-shot foul. And having a difficult time getting up is McCarthy, so he picks up his first foul. The Zombies going with a lineup of P.D. Skivas, number 1, Tyler DeRochers, number 3, Alex Snyder, number 9, Roosevelt Lee, the veteran, number 10, and Smith, who was only 1 out of 3 from the foul line. And he is usually a more effective shooter than that. Second shot is on the money, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Zombies. Nazirum is number 5. He loses it. And it's a layup for P.D. Skivas. And it's a 4-0 lead for the Zombies. And drawing contact was Valaire, number 40. And picking up the foul is Alex Snyder. So it was a shooting foul. And that will send Zach Valaire, who played his college basketball at Fitchburg State. And base, the North Shore team is on the board. The coach, Anthony Leonelli. And it's 4-2. Brian Stasidis, the coach for the Zombies. Good pass from Skivas to Snyder, but it's a turnover. So a good play, gone sour. And diving for the ball, or getting the ball, is Lee. Lee gets the pass. He goes to Snyder, and Snyder is fouled. So 3 quick fouls against North Shore. So the 78th.
Gio's Pizzeria in Hampton. Great food, great service at a fair price, located at 9 Allen Street in Hampton. Tell them that the Zombies sent you.
And on the line, Alex Snyder makes the first of 2. Some unique rules in the ABA. We'll be getting to them as the game progresses. Second shot misfires, so only 3 out of 6 from the foul line the Zombies are. This is DeRosa, number 0, shoots from 3-point land, comes up short. Nazirum get the ball blocked from behind by Snyder. Here comes Smith, losing the handle on the ball. But he flips it to Skivas, and he tried to shoot, but he was denied. Instead, he's Snyder. This is Lee. And rebounded by McCarthy. So both teams a little cold from the perimeter in the early going. That is off the foot of DeRosa. And a timeout. We're just getting started. 9:28 to go in the first quarter, and the Zombies have a 5-2 lead over the 78's.
331-4444.
Our officials for tonight's game, the referee is Ron Williamson, and he is joined by Daryl Champion and Dwayne Mack. 5-2 is the Zombies leading, just getting started.
Tickets are just $8 for adults and $6 for students.
DeRosa, number 0. Centopoulos, number 3. McCarthy, number 50. Nazirum, number 5. And it belongs to the Zombies. And Valaire, number 40. So the Zombies bring it up court with the backcourt of P.D. Skivas and number 3, Tyler DeRosiers, into Lee. And Lee's foul away is no good, but he was fouled by Valaire, who has already picked up 2 fouls. So this is a 4th 2-shot opportunity for the Zombies, and it will be Roosevelt Lee heading to the line. And it's a 6-2 game, the first substitution for the Zombies. And coming into the game is number 13, Chris Starks. 2 free throws are good for Lee, and it's a 7-2 lead for Western Mass. Nazirum fires, and rebounded by Lee. Here come the Zombies. Tylon Smith heading to the hole. This is Skivy, misfires. And both teams are cold here in the opening moments of the game. And Valaire, bounce pass is broken up and intercepted. Here is Smith on target, well, just misfired. Rebound is shoved in by DeRosiers, and there's a foul on the play.
Come shop at the largest indoor flea market in Western
And
Mass.
it is
With
number
your
50.
Eastfield, located inside the Eastfield
That is
Mall. The
McCarthy
markets are
picking up
open
the
every
foul.
Sunday from 9 to 6
5
and
team
Saturday
fouls, and the
7
first
to 5.
substitution for North Shore coming into the game is David Zielinski, number 24. And McCarthy has to come out because of foul troubles. So that didn't take long, trying to finish the 3-point play. Tyler DeRosiers, and he does. And it is a 10-2 lead for the Zombies. So they're off to a hot start. And there is DeRosa. He rifles it in for a 3-pointer. Lizelle Shane DeRosa makes it 10-5. DeRosiers, he's on the money. A 3-pointer for Tyler. He has 6 points already, and it's a 13-5 lead for the Zombies. They go to the baseline. A reverse is good by Nazirum. His first points of the game, 13-7. Trying to answer quickly was DeRosiers, but the ball was blocked. DeRosa to a wide open David Zielinski, who drills a 3-pointer. And quickly, it's 13-10. DeRosiers launches, not there. And Valaire got the ball knocked from him. Another possession for the Zombies. Smith comes up short, however. Lee with the rebound. This is DeRosier. And it's kept alive by Smith. DeRosier, number 3. A spin move. He tried to deal it off to Stark, but the ball went out of bounds, and a turnover for Western Mass. The Zombies leading 13-10 with 7:02 left. We have a timeout, and the Zombies are leading by 3.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Drew, spot on this last one. There it is. You're going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
We have a big crowd assembled tonight, opening night, the home opener for the Western Mass Zombies. They are 0-1 on the season. So the South End Community Center is host to a big turnout here on the home opener. Into the game for the Zombies, Robbie Jones, number 11, and also number 4, Charles Jackson. And this is DeRosa trying to bank it in, can't do it, and it belongs to the Zombies. A good effort that time by Chris Starks, number 13. Charles Jackson joined in the backcourt by Robbie Jones. And Jones immediately takes off, gives it to Tylon Smith. Baseline layup is no good and rebounded by Valera. And Valera already has been a monster underneath the boards. Nazirum juggled it, and it's a traveling violation. Nazirum did not catch the pass cleanly, and it cost him a turnover. 6:31 left in the first quarter, and the Zombies leading by 3. DeRocher trying to make a move to the hoop. Not there. Rebounded by Stark to Smith. And Valera grabs another rebound. That is his specialty. He goes to Nazirum for the layup, and it's a 1-point game. Kachi Nazirum's second field goal, 13-12. Trying to do something about it is Robbie Jones. Now Smith, he has been cold here in the first quarter. Blocked by Valera and caught by Valera. Fast break pass to Nazirum, and North Shore is in the lead. Third hoop by Nazirum, and it was made possible by the block from Josh Valera. Or Zach Valera. Zach Valera has been everywhere. And an offensive foul called against the Zombies. Second team foul. So a turnover. North Shore leading by 1 point. The 78's 14 and the Zombies 13. Here's Valera. He has been impressive so far. He gets a return pass and it's knocked out of bounds. North Shore will maintain possession. Now making his first appearance is Josh Wells. So Wells is coming to the game for North Shore. And here is Valera rumbling to the hoop. Comes up empty and rebounded. Yanked down by Smith. Tylon, a lead pass to Starks. And that was broken up. The Zombies will keep the ball, trailing by 1 point, 14-13. 5 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the opening quarter. A shot from the corner is good. And that was by Charles Jackson. And it gives Western Mass the lead back. A rebound by Rashad Robinson, who has come into the game. Now here is Jones, trying to get it inside, but the pipe was clogged. The shot, no good. And the rebound by DeRosa. DeRosa scampering to the hoop. Almost threw it away. And Valera to Zielinski. Zielinski fires a three-pointer. And trying to ram in the rebound was Valera. He thought he was fouled. Robinson is on the other end. Shovels it. Back to Robinson. And his layup swirls out. And it's rebounded by Zielinski. This is Zielinski. And Valera. His bullet pass is knocked away. And good play by Smith as he spiked it off the foot, or he appeared to spike it off the foot of Wells. But maybe Wells' foot was already out of bounds. It belongs to North Shore, trailing by 2. And we will take immediate timeout with 3:55 remaining in the opening quarter. We have a tight one.
Are you looking
The
to sell or buy
Zombies
that new
16
house? Look
and
no
the
further than
78's
Jerry
14.
Pitt, your
We'll be right
lifestyle
back.
advisor.
Jason, let's go see your room. call you and say, I'm with your son, there's been an accident and he's in jail, he needs bail money, and you actually believe me. So you send cash fast and then, bye-bye. Think you're too smart to fall for this? Just last year, 150 million Americans weren't. 1 out of 3 of your neighbors lost $500. Can you believe it? You shouldn't. I made that up too. Maybe you will believe everything you're told.
We get ready to resume play. North Shore has the ball, down by 2. An alley-oop is good. Nazirum scoring, and Nazirum has 8 points to lead North Shore. We have a tie game, 16-16. And problems on the baseline and a turnover for the Zombies. So the 78's underneath to Valaire, who banks it in. Valaire's first hoop of the game, 18-16, the Zombies trail. And this is Robbie Jones, number 11, Smith, number 23. And Smith will launch and miss. And the rebound is picked up by the Zombies in a foul. And Tylon finally made one. Unfortunately, it was after the whistle. And sideline possession for the Zombies. Tylon Smith has it, trying to take advantage of a screen from Starks, and he buries it. 3-pointer. So maybe Tylon is getting on track. He has 5 points. And it's 19-18. The Zombies lead by 1. Under 3 to play in the quarter. Some trouble for DeRosa. It's Zielinski from the corner. Rebound to Nazirum. It's slapped away, taken by Jones. Here's Charles Jackson. And Smith juggled it a minute, and it's a discontinued dribble. You don't see it very often, a double dribble, but it was called there. 19-18. The Zombies lead by 1. The man doing all the ball handling for North Shore, LaSalle Shane DeRosa. And he buried that one. His second 3 of the game. 21-19. Now Jackson hit the back rim, but Robinson is there to put in the follow-up. And the game is tied again. Rashad Robinson, he can do just about everything. Wells' shot is missed, but he was whacked in the act. And now trying to break the tie, 21-21, will be Josh Wells, shooting 2. Wells from Worcester State. And that's where the North Shore team is based out of. He makes the first of 2. So the Zombies making a substitution. The second shot for Wells is on target. And the 78's lead by 2. Into the game for the first time is Marcel Brown, number 2 for the Zombies. And Brown going to work. 3-point shot, air ball. But a rebound for the Zombies. And a connection. And that was Robbie Jones. And it's a 1-point lead for the Zombies, 24-23. Shot in the lane was missed by Wells. Rebounded by Brown. Here's Tylon Smith driving the baseline, and he is mugged as he tried to release the ball. And it'll be the third visit to the foul line for Smith, who is 2 for 4. 1:27 remaining in a kind of a cold shooting first quarter for both teams. But the Zombies maintaining a 24-23 advantage. And co-captain, Tylon Smith. The other co-captain, Petey Skivas, number 1. He's currently on the bench. Smith looking for his 7th point Not quite. Valera gets another rebound. Zombies leading 25-23. DeRosa trying to get rid of Jackson. He does, but the shot misses. And the rebound taken by Jackson. He's going all the way to the hoop and gets fouled. Rebound on the run for Jackson, and he took it all the way to the rack. And he will be shooting two. Just 1:08 to play in the first quarter. Neither team has really been shooting well. There've been a lot of turnovers and a lot of fouls. Jackson has 4 points. Coming back in is P.D. Skivas, number 1. And the second shot is good. (27) 27-23, the Zombies leading, and it will be midcourt possession for North Shore. Number 5 is Kachi Nazirum. There is Zielinski getting it to Valera. Zach Valera. He has a size advantage. Instead, he kicks it out to Zielinski, who's short. And the rebound is gathered in by Starks. Here is Brown. And now Rashad Robinson. Jackson, number 4. Marcel Brown, number 2, has an opening, but it's swatted away by Valera as he was able to reject that shot. Zach Valera has made a big difference in the game so far. Here is Chris Starks. Layup is good. Or that was Robbie Jones, who has 5 points. And it's a 29-23 lead for the Zombies. Robbie Jones with the layup. North Shore going with a lineup of DeRosa, Zielinski, Nazirum, Valera, and also Josh Wells, who gets the ball. Zielinski tried to get it to Valera, knocked away by Brown. Good play. And it's Wells who makes the layup. Wells has 4 points. 29-25 at the buzzer. Just missed for Robbie Jones. So that is the end of an evenly played first quarter. Our score, the Western Mass Zombies 29 and the North Shore 78's 25.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Bring it. Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right. How about some one-on-one? I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
We start the second quarter. The Zombies have a 4-point lead. And the Zombies in the second quarter will go with Skivas number 1, Marcel Brown number 2, Tyler DeRocha number 3, Rashad Robinson 0, and Roosevelt Lee number 10. And it's Wells. Trying to get rid of Brown. Reverse layup is no good. Zelensky rebound. And Zelensky is able to knock it in. Zelensky has 5 points, 29-27. The Zombies are out in front. And the shot by Robinson. And the rebound by DeRosa. DeRosa drills it. Three-pointer. DeRosa has 9 points, and North Shore has a 1-point lead. And Skivas will be trying to do something about that early in the second quarter. Glad you're with us on PATV Sports. We have a packed house here. And a 3-point shot by Tyler DeRocha. His second 3-pointer of the game. He has 9 points. 32-30. And it's DeRocha. A drive for the hoop. And it is tipped in by number 3, Scott Arsenal, or that's Centipedes. And the score is tied 32-32. Here is Zelensky. Bullseye. 3-pointer for David Zelensky. He has 8 points, and North Shore has a 35-32 lead. Here is DeRochers. And rebounded by Centipedes. DeRosa, the bearded one. The Centipedes trying to muscle his way to the hoop. He can't get there. He was denied by Skivas. What a pass on the money to Robinson for the layup. Skivas looked like Tom Brady there. It's a 35-34 lead. Now Nazirum. He comes up empty, and Skivas has another rebound. DeRocha is hot from beyond the arc. Let's see what he does. Instead, he gets to the hoop and scores. DeRocha, the leading scorer in the game with 11 points, 36-35. The Zombies out in front. And an evenly matched first half. There's Zelensky. It trickles off the hoop and into the arms of DeRochers. Petey with the backhander. Petey Skivas looked like a magician there. His second hoop of the game. It's 38-35. The Zombies out in front. And DeRocha, that is a misfire. And the third consecutive rebound for Skivas. Pass a little too hot to handle. Rashad Robinson cranks it up. No good, and rebounded by Zelensky. So Zelensky through the hands of Wells. An unforced error.
There's no subject, right? Quick throwing. No, they can't stop it. It's quick throwing. That's a turnover. They can't sub it.
So Petey Skivas had 3 consecutive rebounds, and that helped fuel the offense. He's in the backcourt with Marcel Brown, number 2. Up front, DeRochers, Robinson, and a foul is on Wells. And the first appearance for Lloyd Kennedy, number 23 for North Shore. Here comes Skivas. He goes to the hoop. Can't get there, and Valaire has another rebound. He has controlled the glass. And a turnover. Centipedes. 8:09 left, and we are getting very close to a media timeout here. A 3-point lead for Western Mass. And Skivas, he has been the difference in the last couple of minutes. Dishes it to DeRocher. The pump and jump is no good, and Valaire has another rebound. And there is Thompson to get the score, or Lloyd Kennedy. And it's 38-37. Skivas trying to do something about that, and he does. 6 points for Skivas, and it's a 3-point advantage for the Zombies. The 78's give it to Nazirum, and he spins it in. Nazirum in double figures with 10 points, and we have a 1-point lead for the Zombies. 7:17 to play in the second quarter. And Roosevelt Lee, he is able to put it in, a 3-point advantage for the Zombies. Valaire trying to muscle his way against Lee, and he does. Valaire with 6 points. And it's a 1-point game again, 42-41. The offense is starting to get a little warm. Lee, not enough juice on the shot, but he was fouled. And it's on Contopidis, number 3. So Contopidis picks up the foul. We'll take a media timeout with 6:45 to play in the first half. The Zombies lead the 78's 42-41.
Quality food made fresh every day.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
A lot of Cub Scouts in the building tonight watching the home opener for the Zombies. And their next home game will be taking place on November 17th against the Shockers. Right now it'll be foul shooting time for Roosevelt Lee, who has had a long career. His resume reads like a Google map. He's been all over the place. Missed that shot, however. And it is 43-41. And there's a shot by Contopidis, misses. DeRocher. And Skivas has done a good job the last 5 minutes controlling this attack. He flips in the rebound. Just had enough altitude to make the shot. He has 8 points. 45-41. 4-point advantage. DeRosa trying to flip it in, and he does. DeRosa now with 11 points, and it's a 2-point lead for the Zombies. Robbie Jones is 11. Lee is 10 with a white headband. couldn't make the turnaround, and Valaire with another carom. And the shot misses, followed up by Nazirum. He can't get it. Number 22 is Kennedy. And the basket is good and a foul. DeRocher making the layup. That long pass has been there on occasion for the Zombies, and that time they take advantage of it. 13 points for Tyler DeRochers, and he has an opportunity for one more. A 48-43 lead for the Zombies. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left, and we will take a breather. The Zombies leading by 5, midway through quarter number 2.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? You know you do. That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to GetSchooled.com.
.529 to play in the second quarter. Backcourt pressure applied by the Zombies. That is Jones, and it's a violation. So a good defensive work by Robbie Jones. It results in a turnover. Tylon Smith back on the court for the Zombies. Skeevis, number 1. Smith, number 23, has an opening in the middle. He can't make the layup, but he'll go to the foul line for the 4th time tonight.
All right, everybody, this is another collegiate court 3D line.
So Tylon Smith makes the first. And because this came after a steal, I believe Smith will be shooting 3. He has 7 points so far. And he'll have one more. Smith played his college basketball at Southern Connecticut State University. And Anthony Leonelli, the coach for North Shore, a little upset with that last call. 2 out of 3 for Smith. And it's a 7-point lead for the Zombies. Here is Nazirum, swatted away by Lee. Lee with the block. Here comes Smith. Shovel pass to Lee. And he is whacked in the act. So a 2-shot opportunity for Roosevelt Lee, who started with the play with a block, and he ended it by going to the hoop. And now he'll be shooting 2. He has 5 points so far. 4:52 to play in the opening half. And the Zombies have led through most of the way, sometimes by only a point. Now it's 7. Its biggest lead of the game has been 8. And one more opportunity for Roosevelt Lee. Missed them both. And a juggling rebound by Thompson. So Contopoulos try to drop it off to Nazirum, who lays it in. Nazirum with 12 points. 50-45, the Zombies lead on the other end. It was DeRocher. Tyler DeRocher. He now has 15 points. Nazirum. No basket. Travel for Nazirum. 52-45, a 7-point lead for the Zombies. And the shot misses by Robbie Jones. And DeRosa, swisheroo. A three-point bullet by DeRosa, who now has 14 points. 52-48. There's Tylon Smith. He is cold from the outside. Into the corner to Starks. He misses. And the rebound for Kentopoulos. Zielinski, despite the defensive presence of Jones, put it up, rebounded by Lee. And the Zombies are on the attack, leading by 4, 52-48. Change of direction for Skivas, but missed a shot. Rebounded by Zielinski. Here is Thompson, and it will belong to North Shore. 22 is Lloyd Kennedy. 23, Scott Arsenault. And we have a media timeout. It comes with 3:28 left in the first half, and with the Zombies leading the 78's by a score of 52-48.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps. Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Josh Warnock, our cameraman, our executive director, Mark Warnock. It is home opening night for the Western Mass Zombies. 52-48. It's been an evenly matched game so far. And North Shore has the ball. DeRosa goes deep to Nazirum, and Nazirum takes a three-point shot and makes it. His first three-pointer of the game. It gives him 15 points, and it's a one-point game again, 52-51. And the rebound speared by Lynch, and it goes to Smith. So Lynch kept the play alive. He's just come in, and Smith with a field goal, 54-51. The Zombies leading by 3, and a little front court foul. So Nazirum, who is the leading scorer for North Shore with 15 points, he will send it in to DeRosa. LaSalle Shane DeRosa from Coppin State. Layup is good. DeRosa did it all there, and it's a one-point game. One more time. Here is Smith from beyond the arc. Came up short, and the ball was batted to Valère. And there is some turbulence in the backcourt created by the Zombies, and it took them over 10 seconds to cross the line. Turnover, and the red light comes on. That means if the Zombies can score, they will get an extra point. A rule that is unique to the ABA. So the red light is on now. And Lee takes a breather, and Marcel Brown. They've been taking turns guarding the dangerous Zach Valère tonight. Smith hanging out behind the arc. Now goes to work. And the basket went in, but will it count? No, it's a turnover on Smith. So they waste the opportunity of taking advantage of the red light. And now North End comes to work. Here is DeRosa. Off target, rebounded by Jackson. Jackson rumbling to the hoop. Three-point possibility for Tylon Smith. And Smith gets the ball behind the hoop and is knocked down. That will be team foul number 6 against North Shore. And it will send Smith to the line, and he has been a frequent visitor there. This is his 5th opportunity. but he is only shooting 50%. Oh, it is inbounds possession. And overshooting was Charles Jackson. And the North Shore down by 1. And a foul called against Marcel Brown against Josh Wells. So possession, it belongs to North Shore. Nazirum. And a foul is called against Brown. There were a lot of moves that time by Nazirum. He played his college ball at New York Tech. He has 15 points. The leading scorer is LaSalle Shane DeRosa with 16 for North Shore. Nazirum's first opportunity at the line, and he misses, number 1. 1:48 to play in the second quarter. He missed them both. Brown gets a rebound, and going sprawling is Zielinski. Tylon Smith with a layup, and he is obliterated by Josh Wells. And a technical foul. And another technical foul. Dwayne Mack, the referee. And that will be call it a night for Anthony Leonelli. He has been tossed from the game with 2 technical fouls. So Anthony Leonelli, he will have to spend the rest of the night in the corridor. So Dwayne Mack, the referee who was making the call, and we have 1:42 left in the first half with the Zombies leading 54-53.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Things getting a little wild here. It looked like Josh Wells, a little forearm shiver. He was called for the foul. Coach Anthony Leonelli did not like it. And 2 technical fouls later, he has hit the exit ramp here at the South End Community Center. And it will be several foul shots for the Zombies when we resume play. 1:42 left in an evenly matched first half. And Dwayne Mack joined tonight. The referee is Ron Williamson. And now picking up the argument is Sean McCarthy. Remember, he got 3 fouls early in the game and has spent most of the night on the bench. And right now it looks like he will be serving as acting coach with Leonelli. Well, he might be on I-91 by now. So here come the Zombies. And it will be Tylon Smith. And first the 2-shot opportunity in which he was fouled. And Tylon has just been off in his 3-point shooting and in his foul shooting. Works for the Manchester, Connecticut Rec Department. Makes the second one. That extends the Zombie lead to 55-53. And now he will be shooting the technicals. And it is good, and he will get one more. Smith with 12 points. And he has another one, 13 points for Smith. And the lead is lengthened to 57-53. And it will also be mid-court possession. Oh, now Robinson will be shooting. And he will get another after the miss. Robinson with 4 points. So this is a 6th foul shot for the Zombies, and he makes his second one. And now it's 58-53. And now whose turn is it? Back to Tylon Smith. The 7th free throw as a result of the technical fouls. And now Smith looks like he is locked in. He was a little shaky before, and now he misses that one. So it's a 59-53 lead. 5 free throws made by the Zombies. So it can be very costly sometime to lose your temper. Here's Charles Jackson. Crossover. Loses the handle to Valaire, and Valaire was yanked from behind. 1:34 to play in the second quarter. And the Zombies on top, but not a comfortable lead. It's only 6 points. DeRosa fires from 3. Not there. And a battle for the rebound. And it will be Zombie ball, even though Nazirim has this altering opinion. And he wins the argument. It is North Shore basketball, so the 78's will keep it. Nazirim tonight, a 15-point performance in the first half. Almost sent it out of the ballpark. Wells, short on the shot. It is Zielinski underneath, swatted away by Charles Jackson. Here's Smith. Layup missed, tap-in is missed. Now the shot missed by Lynch. Here is Jackson, it swirls out, and Robinson is there. Robinson, a dependable player, 61-53. It equals the biggest lead, and there is a sparring session going on between Jackson and Zielinski, and the officials call a foul on Jackson. So both teams are in the penalty with 51.4 seconds remaining in the second quarter. (61-53), the Zombies leading. And Valaire out deep, trying for a three-pointer, not there. Zielinski with a rebound, knocked away that time by Charles Starks. And here is Smith. Shovel pass in the corner. Robinson. Robinson heating up, 7 points in the second quarter. And it's a double-figure lead for the Zombies, 63-53. Nazirim, right? Great pass to Wells. That was perfect timing. 63-55, a deep pass to Jackson. Smith trying to use a screen by Lynch, and he lays it in. Tylon Smith, 15 points for him at the buzzer. So that is the end of the first half. And it got wild there at the end with 8 technical foul shots. But at halftime, our score and the home opener for the Western Mass Zombies, they lead the North Shore 78's by a score of 65-55. We will be back with second half activity coming up in a moment.
I'm Terry Bradshaw. Like many of you, I took the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge back in 2014. My man Pat Quinn here, well, he's one of the founders.
Thanks to all of you who took the challenge.
ALS is a nasty disease with no cure. It robs a person of their ability to walk, talk, and breathe. Since the Ice Bucket Challenge, we've discovered new ALS genes and potential treatments. If we can cure ALS, we can cure anything. Please join me and Pat in the fight against ALS.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer 11 years ago.
You don't expect it to happen to you at age 30.
I have 2 kids, and I got to be here for them.
I am so motivated by those people that have worked so hard through this disease. And we are going to continue this fight every single day.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
The home opener for the Western Massachusetts Zombies gets ready to start the second half. The score, the Zombies 65 and the North Shore 78's 55. Here's the way the scoring went in the first half. For North Shore, LaSalle Shane DeRosa with 16. Hachi Nazirum with 15. 2 for Andres Contopidis. Lloyd Kennedy with 2, Josh Wells with 6, David Zielinski with 8, and John Valaire, he had 6 for a total of 55. For the Zombies, 2 players with 16 points, Tylon Smith, who got 9 of his from the foul line, and Tyler DeRochers, Rashad Robinson with 9, P.D. Skivis with 8, Marcel Brown didn't score, Charles Jackson with 5, Kadar Lynch didn't score. Alex Snyder with 1, Roosevelt Lee with 5, and Robbie Jones with 5. Chris Starks did not score. So we get ready to start the second half. The Zombies will have the ball. Snyder, number 3, Skivis, number 1, Smith, number 23. And the shot is good by Alex Snyder, number 9. And it's a 12-point lead, the largest lead of the night for the Zombies. Trying to do something about it is Josh Wells, but it goes out of bounds. And it's a turnover. Out of the kneecap of Wells. And also in the starting lineup for the Zombies, Roosevelt Lee. There's a shot by Skivis, comes up short. And Valaire with another rebound. DeRosa, the point guard for the 78's. Here is Valaire beyond his range, so he drives to the hoop and scores. Valaire has 8 points, 67-57. Here is Smith responding. He throws it up, no good. And the ball will go to the 78's. Zielinski will inbound it. They are down by 10. And DeRosa, despite the defensive pressure by Skivis. Now here's Valaire. He is going to rumble to the hoop. So Valaire with back-to-back hoops to start the second half. He was also fouled on the play. So he is in double figures with 10. And he could pull his team to within 7. We've just played 1 minute and 4 seconds of the third quarter. And Belair has been a big factor all night long on the boards. And they're giving him the ball up high in the third quarter and having him drive to the hoop. And they are getting some results. It's 67-60. Now Roosevelt Lee. He can't get it to fall. He tries again, and he makes it. Second chance cash for Lee at 69-60. Skivas drawing the defensive assignment on DeRosa, who shoots over him. Doesn't connect. Rebound by Smith. A vacuum ball by DeRosa. Here is Smith bobbing and weaving. The layup is no good. Tap in by Skivas. Skivas got his fingernails on it to score. 71-60. 10 points for Skivas. You wouldn't think a point guard could do that, but he did. That one is drilled by David Zielinski. A three-pointer, 71-63. Skivas penetrating to the hoop. He missed the shot, but he will go to the line for the first time tonight. 9:58 to play in the third quarter. Skivas has 10 points, but I think the game really turned around in the Zombies' favor when he got 3 consecutive rebounds, and that triggered the fast break for the Zombies. So his contributions have been in almost every category, except foul shooting. He missed 2 there. Here comes Smith. He threw it to nobody. He thought that Lee was going to be there, but they were in different phone books that time. Here is Valaire. He's been getting the ball high and has been driving to the hoop. That time, the Zombies win the battle as Snyder knocked it out of bounds. So Snyder winning that one-on-one tussle, 71-63. Here is Lee. Roosevelt Lee with 9 points and a 10-point lead for the Zombies, 73-63. DeRosa getting busy. And his basket counts. And he was also fouled on the play. DeRosa with 18 points to lead the North Shore team, the 78's. The Zombies off to a 0-1 start on the season. It's a 3-point play for DeRosa. 73-66, shot by Skivas. No good. Snyder couldn't get the rebound, but it's DeRosa who plays it to Lee. Lee, 2 in a row. (76-66), a 10-point lead. There's a shot by DeRosa, too far. And a one-handed rebound by Lee. Skivas, too tall for Smith. Not even Shaquille O'Neal would have got that one, so it's a turnover for the Zombies. Leading by 10, just under 9 minutes to play in the third quarter. Zielinski talking to one of our officials, Dwayne Mack, who's joined by Ron Williamson and Darren Champion. That is Wells, and before he could go to the hoop, he was fouled by Smith. So that should be a non-shooting foul. Coming into the game is Matt Petrides, number 15. And Snyder will leave. And Snyder did a good job defensively against that man. Valero got his fingertips on it, but loses it. There's Skivy. Couldn't get the bounce, and the ball is off the hands of Tylon Smith. 76-66, the Zombies leading by 10. Biggest lead has been 12. And this is Josh Wells, number 25. Good defense by Smith. Stevie double teams him. And the long shot by Zielinski is there. A 3-point bullet. He has 14 points. 7-point lead for the Zombies. Skeevy joined by Smith. Petronese. There is Smith. It coughs out. Rebounded by Valera. And Smith has never gotten to a groove tonight with his 3-point shooting. DeRosa. He has been hot. Skeevy getting the defensive assignment on him. Downstairs to Nazirum. And it's stolen by Smith. Here comes Tylon. Tylon with a rush to the rim. And he is fouled by Zielinski. Well, they're calling it a jump ball. I believe it is a jump ball. The call by Dwayne Mack. No, they called a foul. And we'll solve the mystery of who will go to the foul line when we return. 7:42 to play in the third quarter. And the Zombies leading 76-69.
Maybe he's really focused.
Hey, Michael. Michael. Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
7:42 to play in the third quarter. And when we resume, we'll see something we've seen a lot in this game. Tylon Smith at the foul line. And that is his 10th good foul shot. And he is 11 for 17 from the line. He has 18 points. And the Zombies have a 9-point cushion. Wells is number 25. Joined by Zielinski, DeRosa. Also, Katopades. There's a shot, and it's fired a one-handed rebound again by Lee, but he loses on the outlet pass. DeRosa and the layup. DeRosa now has 21 points, 78-71. Smith jackknifing his way to the hoop. He missed a shot, and they're going to call a foul on Smith for elbowing Andre Katopades. So Katopades was able to lure the foul. Coach Brian Stazidis doesn't believe it, so he talks it over with Ron Williamson. And it will be 78's basketball. North Shore down by 7. And DeRosa's kind of been slowed down in this quarter somewhat by the defense of Petey Skivas. And DeRosa has nowhere to go but shoot, and he missed. And Zielinski out-muscles Snyder for the rebound. Here is DeRosa, and he knew it right when it left his hand, that it was good. 23 points for him. Down to a 4-point lead. So it's 80-71, an air ball. But a rebound by Valera. And the ball is picked up by Petrides, missed by Lee. And underneath, the shot missed. Here is Lee. And Lee gets it to go. Lee has had 9 points in this quarter, 40 for the game, 83-74. And Valera couldn't get the bounce. He was fouled by Lee. 83-74. It's been a pretty cozy lead during the third quarter for the Zombies. But Valera will be going to the line for the second time. He has 11 points. And returning to the game since the first time for the opening minutes for the 78's is Sean McCarthy, as he picked up a lot of fouls and had to leave. And it is a three-point bullet for Scott Arsenal. So his first points of the game. Things are getting close, 83-77. And a three-point bullseye by Robinson. Robinson has 12 points. And usually when he scores, it has a pick-me-up aspect of the team. And in trouble was McCarthy. And it results, I believe, in a turnover and a timeout. 5:24 to go, third quarter. And the Zombies leading the 78's 86-77 on opening night for the Zombies.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
It'll be 78's ball, Nazirum. And it's tapped in by number 50, Sean McCarthy, his first points of the game. 86-79. And the 78's have a lot of size to throw. Here is Petrides missing and rebounded by DeRosa. Nazirum into the corner. Archibald, the tap it is missed. And here comes Petey Skivas. A slick pass there to Petrides for a three-point bomb. Or that was number 3, Tyler DeRocher, who made the shot, 89-79. And a slick behind the back pass by Petey Skivas. Here is McCarthy, and he is fouled on his way to the hoop. Sean making a fashion statement, different shorts than any of his teammates, but he will be shooting too. He sat out a lot of this game because of foul trouble. Making the first of 2 to give him 3 points. Coming into the game is Charles Jackson, and he replaces Matt Petrides. Not there. Off the fingernails of Robinson. 89-80, it's a 9-point lead for the Zombies. And triggering the inbounds pass will be DeRosa. Good man to throw it to, Nazirum, but he missed a shot. And it's out of bounds off Western Mass. Remember, you can see this team in person on November 17th as it takes on the Shockers. There is DeRosa, and he was bumped in the act of shooting. So it was DeRocher who got a piece of the shooter, and the first shot is good by DeRosa. That was his 25th point. And he could have some more, and he does. 27 points. It results in a 3-point play the unorthodox way, 89-84. 5-point lead for the Zombies. And a 3-point shot by DeRocher. DeRocher with 22. Now DeRosa going to work. Left-handed dribble. He was bumped on his way to the hoop by Robbie Jones. So a little side swipe action. Jones is called for the foul. 3:42 to play in the third quarter, and an 8-point lead for the Zombies. That was not a shooting foul. And we will take a breather with 3:42 to go in quarter number 3. The Zombies led by 10 at halftime. They lead by 8 now, 92-84.
Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth. He has the crazy strength to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching. This guy, no, this warrior, will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
So the teams head back out onto the floor. If you would like to see a Zombies home game and need more information, you can call the Zombie Hideout at 413-273-1837. And that is the Zombie hotline. This is McCarthy. And he tried to shove it in. It's no good. And the Zombies are on the attack. That is Jones. And the rebound is yanked down by McCarthy. McCarthy getting the playing time. Valera is on the bench. And that is tapped away by Chris Starks. And it will still belong to the Zombies. Coming into the game is Lloyd Kennedy, number 22. He's joined by Nazirum, Wells, Arsenault, and McCarthy. Here's Nazirum. He's a tough matchup, but he loses the ball. Coast to coast by Robbie Charles Jackson. Jackson with the steal in the basket. 94-84. Nazirum. It topples off the rim. And it belongs to Western Mass, leading by 10. 2:59 in the third quarter. And the shot is good. He got the basket and he drew the foul. Robbie Jones. Jones was able to jackknife his way to the hoop, and he picked up the foul. So a three-point play possibility for Robbie Jones, who has 7 points. (96-84). The Zombies in front. The shot is missed, but an offensive rebound. Robinson. Rashad Robinson makes it 98-84. Biggest lead of the night for the Zombies. And throwing the ball away was Lloyd Kennedy. Kennedy looked like he was in position for a layup, decided to pass it, and lost the ball. 98-84. The Zombies with their most comfortable lead of the game. And here in the ABA, 14-point lead, sometimes they can vanish very quickly. Starks throwing a screen. This is Jackson. Jackson pulls up from the foul line, but misses. Rebounded by Josh Wells. Wells, left-handed dribble, tried to get it to Kennedy and threw it away. Back-to-back turnovers for the 78's. Long pass, Robinson going against Nazirum and scores. Robinson with 15 points, and the 78's with a timeout. 100-84. The Zombies leading by 16. 1:57 left in quarter number 3.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
The Western Mass Zombies led by 10 at halftime, 65-55. So they have a 35-point quarter so far, expanding a 10-point lead into a 16-point advantage. Scott Arsenault, number 23. And there is Kennedy with the basket. Second hoop for him. Oh, nobody's looking. It goes to Jackson, and a good block from behind by Arsenault. Wow, the pass to Jackson. His shot was blocked. And they are going to call a foul against North Shore. It's a non-shooting foul. Jones 11. And Jones is able to roam in and make the hoop. 9 points for Jones, 102-86. There is Kennedy. He hit the back rim. And the ball will belong to the Zombies with 1:13 to play in the third quarter. 16-point advantage. And DeRochers shut off by Kennedy. Downstairs it goes to Starks, who has a reverse layup. First points of the game for Starks. And the foul is on Robinson, so it'll be a two-shot opportunity for Scott Arsenault, who has 3 points so far. 104-86, an 18-point lead for the Zombies, its biggest advantage. Coming back in is Tylon Smith. He replaces DeRochers. And the second shot is good by Arsenault. 104-88. Charles Jackson, number 4. He takes advantage of a screen from Starks. Starks gets it. The jumper by Jones, off target and rebounded by DeRosa. And he hung it out there. It was taken by Arsenault. Now underneath, Kennedy is smacked in the act. That is Starks who picked up the foul. And Lloyd Kennedy will go to the line to shoot 2, down to the final 24.3 seconds to play in the third quarter. Kennedy didn't start the game, but has seen a lot of playing time in the third quarter. And the lead has been reduced to 14. Now Tylon Smith bringing it up for the Zombies. Jackson, Robinson, Jones, and Starks. The 5 players on the floor for the Zombies. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Here is Smith, blocked by Kentopoulos. Time running out. Robinson sets up Jackson, who misses at the buzzer. So Charles Jackson had a good shot but couldn't convert. We played 3 quarters on opening night. For the Western Mass Zombies, they lead 104-90.
Roll over. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Every child needs a place to call home. To call home. Every child needs a place
where they can grow up healthy
and learn and be safe. A place where they can play and dream. and plan for their future. In the Habitat house, my parents helped build. In the Habitat house, my daddy helped build. My parents. My mommy. My mommy and daddy. I study. I grow. I learn. I live. A house. A house. A house. A chance. A future. A house, a chance, a future. Are all in your hands. Your support can help put a decent roof over the heads of a family like mine. Like mine. Like mine. To learn how you can help, visit habitat.org.
Not on my watch, they say, as they volunteer to serve, as they move out, stand firm, and take fire. So, not on our watch, we say, to the severely ill or injured veterans who can't get the care they deserve to live full and independent lives. Even when there's no government funding or a nursing home seems like the only option, we won't leave one warrior behind. Not on our watch. Join us at findwwp.org.
Fourth and final quarter ready to get underway at the South End Community Center, the Anthony M. Scabelli Gymnasium. And the Zombies will start the final 12-minute period with a 14-point lead. This is a busy man for the 78's. DeRosa trying to beat Jones. Misses a shot, however. Skivas a long pass to Lee for the layup. And Lee has been pretty effective offensively with 16 points. The shot knocked away. And it will be Zombie ball, leading by 16 in the early stages of the fourth quarter. So Petey Skivas back to run the show for the Zombies. He is number one. Too much on the shot and rebounded by Kantopoulos. There he goes to the hoop. Comes up empty, tries to shoot again, but that ball was muffled by Skivas. Skivas slings it over to Lee, but it's intercepted by Archambault. And a layup for number 5, Kachi Nazirum. 17 points for him. 106-92. Lee. Second chance, Brown to Tylon Smith. On target. Smith strikes gold, and he has 20 points. 21 points, 109-92. That was a three-pointer. 17-point lead for the Zombies. Here is Nazirum. As he wiggles through, can't get it to drop. Gets it back. Double team, so he gets it to Archambault, and the shot is no good. Here is Lee. Feeds it off to Robbie Jones. Lee, a three-pointer, which swirls out. Rebounded by Skivas. Sets up Jones, a juggling catch. Kennedy on Jones. And Jones, little between the legs action to Smith. Kenny gets, he drives in. Sets up Jones, 8 seconds to shoot. Jones drills it. Robbie Jones has 12 points. And the 78's have a timeout. 9:46 left in regulation time, and it's a 20-point lead for the Zombies, 112-92.
To a child battling a critical illness, a wish can feel like a dream. But it's so much more. Wishes are an important part of medical treatment. A chance for kids to see themselves differently. Wishes can give kids the strength to fight, to get better, to grow up. Where there's a wish, there's a way.
Andres Kantopoulos, number 3, will inbounds to Zielinski. David Zielinski has scored 14 for the 78's. He beat Skivas that time. but Skivas able to knock the ball out of bounds. So it will be sideline possession for the 78's, or end zone possession. They get it to Zielinski. Skivas on him. Valaire handles it. Coming out of nowhere to block the shot was Brown. Now he gets to shoot. He misses a shot, but he was fouled by Zielinski. What an emphatic earthquake block by Marcus Brown, or Marcel Brown. Marcel Brown, he rattled the rafters here at the Anthony Scabelli Gym and will be rewarded with 2 foul shots. He is yet to score, but that's a kind of a block that will make the highlight reel. First free throw is on the money. And the Zombies leading by 21 points. They really dominated things here in the second half. 2 free throws dropped for Brown. Cantoppides to Kennedy. And there is a big man, Valaire. They were effective early in the quarter when they gave it to him and he drove to the hoop. But that's David Zielinski, who has been an effective shooter for the entire game. He has 16, 114-94 the score. The Zombies in command. Lee hit the back rim, rebounded by Zielinski. He is double teamed. He's in a trap, got it to Kennedy. And now here's Valaire with a slam. Zach Valaire, 13 points. He sat out a lot of the third quarter, and now he looks like he suffered an injury with that emphatic dunk. So that dunk could be very costly to Josh Valaire. He is from Fitchburg State, and he is up, hopping around. But it looked like the ankle could not stand the strain of that slam dunk. $114-96 is the score. Skivas, Brown, Smith, Robbie Jones out there along with Lee. Jones trying to get to the hoop against Nazirum. Instead, he gets it out to Marcel Brown, who scores. 116-96. 8 minutes to go in regulation time. Cantoppides almost lost it to Skivas, who dives for it and couldn't save it in time. But you have to like the hustle of P.D. Skivas. He got some floor burns, but the 78's get the ball. Zielinski going eyeball to eyeball with Skivas. Cantoppides. Here is Nazirum. And it's flushed out. Lee with the rebound. Long distance pass to Smith. Good defensive play by Zielinski. And it will be North Shore basketball. And we will take a media timeout with 7:42 left. The 78's don't have their coach. He was tossed out of the game in the second quarter, and they don't have the lead. It's the Zombies, 116-96 over the 78's.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
7:40 to play in regulation time. DeRosa working against Jones, a turnover. Good job by Jones. Here's Skivas. And a shovel pass to Skivas. The layup by Brown. Marcel Brown has gotten hot in the fourth quarter. 6 points, 118-96. And number 25, Josh Wells, was fouled. And that will be a non-shooting foul. So the Zombies in control. They'll be in action again at home on November 17th against the Shockers. And here is Cantoppides, got it to Nazirum. And Nazirum with a 19-point performance, 118-98. Tylon Smith, a three-pointer, and he never really got comfortable in that range. Zielinski rebounds it. Zielinski runs into Lee. He's able to swing past him. Nazirum, not enough energy on the shot. Here is Smith on the breakaway as he back pass it to Lee, and Lee misses. Zielinski rebounds. Ball picked his pocket with Skivas. Skivas, a little sleight of hand there. The shot missed, rebounded by Zielinski. The 78's trail by 20, and that pass floated in the air and was tapped out of bounds by Brown. Brown thought he ricocheted off DeRosa's kneecap, but that's not how the officials saw it. And the reverse layup is good, and it was scored by Wells. 18 points for Wells. And Zielinski almost hijacked that pass. He does. And he was fouled by Skivas. That was probably a pretty good foul by Skivas, because if he didn't commit it, it would have been a layup for the 78's. (118-100). 18-point lead halfway through the fourth quarter. Cantoppides makes a shot. 6 points for him. 118-102. And DeRochers is fouled in the act of making a three-pointer. So we have, it was either a timeout signal by Dwayne Mack or a technical. And Tylon Smith is going to sit on the bench. 118-102 the score. And it will be 3 shots for Tyler DeRocher. He's had 25 points in this game. And his three-point shooting kind of sparked a third quarter surge for the Zombies. (119-102) is the score. And double barrel substitutions for the Zombies. Petrides is in. And he will have one more. And if he makes it, he'll have 28 points. Very consistent outside shooter. The Zombies were looking for it, and he provided it in the second half. 121-102. So both the teams making changes. Scott Arsenault is back in. And here he is, number 23. He plays it, Cantoppides. And it's a turnover. And you have to like the way the Zombies have played defense tonight. They've given up 102 points, but they have played pretty solid defense. There's Petrides, can't make it, and rebounded by Arsenal. Down on the baseline to Nazirum. 21 points for him, and it's 121 to 104. 17-point lead for the Zombies. Tyler DeRocher, this is where he likes to hang out, behind the arc. Now he cuts to the hoop. And Jackson misses a shot. Arsenal rebounds it. Here is DeRosa. And the Wells overshot. And the Zombies in control of the rebound. And Brown was grabbed. And it will be a non-shooting foul. 17-point lead for the Zombies with 4:48 left in the game. Our officials tonight have been Ron Williamson, Dwayne Mack, and Darren Champion. And I think they've done a pretty good job. Three-pointer by DeRocher. DeRocher now has 31 points. 124 to 104 is the score. Here is DeRosa. He rumbles in and gets the layup. DeRosa, 28 points for him. 124 to 106. Into the game is Lynch, number 5. And DeRocher, that is from the suburbs. He missed a shot. Wells rebounds. And DeRosa trying to mangle his way through traffic, and he scores. DeRosa getting hot again, 32 points. 124 to 109. Robinson gets it to go. And Robinson with 18 points. 126 to 109. The shot misfired for DeRosa. And Petrides corrals the rebound. DeRocher being played by DeRosa. There is Jackson. Wells is on him. And he finds Lynch. And Lynch is bear hugged. And Wells has something to say to Lynch. And they have to separate the two players. Wells picked up the foul. And the officials quickly come in to restore order with 3:18 to play. We'll cool things off with a timeout. It is Western Mass 126 and North Shore 109.
Hi, I'm your host, Smokey Cole Bear. Filling in for Smokey, because after 75 years of...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Turns out there's much more to say. Nearly 90% of wildfires are caused by us humans being careless, dumping our used barbecue coals willy-nilly. Guess the song was wrong. We did start the fire. That's why I respect Mother Nature and her trees, whether coniferous or new car scented. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
We get set for the final 3 minutes and 18 seconds of the home opener for the Western Mass Zombies. And I think tempers have cooled off. And Kadar Lynch will be going to the foul line to shoot 2. And the first point of the game for Lynch. He waited a long time for that. And if he makes this one, it will be a 19-point cushion for the Zombies, and it is. 128 to 109. And Wells is hacked in the act that time by DeRocher. And that will send Wells to the stripe. Weld with 6 points. The game turned for the Zombies. It started in the second quarter. Some good defensive rebounding turned into points by Pete Skeevy. Then in the third quarter, when they broke it open, it was Roosevelt Lee exploding underneath the hoop, and three-point shooting by DeRochers. That shot missed by Jackson, but he will be going to the foul line. Jackson has been a steady player tonight for the Zombies. He is from Springfield Technical Community College, and he rattles the first one in. Both big men out of the game for the 78's as they're going to try to get back in the game with defense and three-point shooting. But two free throws drop for Jackson. It's 130 to 111. DeRosa from three-point range. Overshot. And it is taken by Lynch. Here is DeRocher. He was able to pass it to Robinson, who hits. Three-pointer. And Rashad Robinson with 21 points. 133 to 111. And Arsenal scores on the layup. He has 6 points. Petrides cans it for a three-pointer. 136 to 113. Kennedy grazes off the rim, and Lynch gets the ball. Good play to save it, but a whistle and a turnover against the Zombies. Two minutes to play in the game. And Wells couldn't hit. The ball picked off by DeRosa. There is Cantopides with score. And it's 136 to 117. That was a 4-point shot. Petrides. That one bounces out. Rebound, DeRocher, and he scores. He wound up on his back, but the ball wound up in the hole. 138 to 117. Here is Arsenal, has enough on it to score. $19-point lead for the Zombies, 1 minute to play. 138 to 119. DeRocher finds room on the baseline to score again. $35 points for DeRocher. 140 to 119, the lead for the Zombies. 39 seconds to play. DeRosa, he hasn't quit. DeRosa with another three-pointer. And we're down to the final 28 seconds. An 18-point lead for the Zombies as they very leisurely bring the ball up. And a long-distance three-pointer. Rashad Robinson can do no wrong in the fourth quarter. The basket is good by DeRosa. 8 seconds. And the Zombies will just let the time run out. A home victory. They'll even their record at 1-1. And the final score, the Western Mass Zombies, 143, and the North Shore 78's, 124.
Thanks to your generosity, Marines have delivered Christmas to children in need since 1947.
The final score, the Worcester Mass Zombies 143 and the North Shore 78's 124. The coach of the Zombies is with us, Brian Stasitis. Kind of a slow start to this game. What turned things around in your favor?
We started off a little slow. Then guys just kind of got together and started playing team basketball. We have a lot of talent on this team, and with 12 guys, sometimes it's tough to get everybody involved. And today, we did a really good job of getting everybody involved. And made a run at the end of the first half to put us up 10, and then continued it coming out in the third quarter. So.
And then in the third quarter, you started making some three-point shots, and Roosevelt Lee was pounding the boards, and that kind of swung the game in your direction.
Yeah, Roosevelt Lee was he played a couple years ago in the ABA, and, he played with a couple of our guys that plays in the Greater Hartford Pro-Am, and he's our oldest guy on the team. He just turned 36 years old, so, he's no young guy, but, he's been doing it for years, and, he just kind of brings that energy and that athleticism that really turned it around for us today.
And I think when you're outsized like you were tonight in this game, everybody has to rebound, and one of the keys, PD Skeevy, 3 straight rebounds that led to fast break buckets, and that kind of turned a 1-point game into an 8-point game.
It's crazy when you think about the guy that has the ball in his hands, bringing it down, kind of setting up the offense, is the guy that can lead us in rebounding some night, and PD's that guy. He does a lot of things. He's not a big oversized guy, but he always hustles, and he has a knack for the basketball and always seems to be in the right spot, and he's aggressive, and he goes and gets it and makes plays. So,
one more question. Early in the season, you're just scratching the surface, and this team has to find its own personality. What do you think is a progress report after 2 games?
Last week we were down in New York, couple issues, travel, guys getting down there late start to the game. We just really didn't get in a rhythm last week. Tonight guys were kind of pumped up a little bit to be back at home for the season. We still have some stuff to figure out, rotational wise, who's better on the floor with certain guys. And, I think that'll come as they play. But, we have very talented players, and we had a very good team last year, and we added guys that are making us an even better team this year. So, I think once we get, in a rhythm and get going, I think it's going to really be a really successful season this year.
Well, the talent showed on opening night. Western Mass a winner in the home opener, and we thank the coach for joining us, Brian Stasitis. One of the highlights of tonight's game took place in the third quarter. An earthquake block by the Zombies kind of brought the whole house down. And with me is a man who was responsible for that block, Marcel Brown. Maybe you can explain what did it. I think it was one of the turning points of the game and got your team really energized.
Yes, it was definitely a turning point of the game. Had to come on the weak side, help out Roosevelt. You see, Roosevelt in front of him. He got it over Roosevelt. Seeing me coming on the weak side, just jump, block the shot.
It looked like you came from I-91, the way you came to get that block. And when you do something like that, do you think it picks up the whole team?
Yeah, it definitely picks up the intensity, makes the game much more easier for us.
There's so many talented players on the Zombies. What is your role?
My role is just to go out there, come, be that energy off the bench, starter or not. So sometimes the coach makes up, I start sometime or come off the bench, but just come out, bring the energy, that's it, and build the intensity up.
And I think because of that energy and intensity, the 78's were getting a little frustrated out there because of your tenacity.
Yes. Plus, they are rivals, too. They talk a lot of junk. You see what we did to them tonight. We're going to do it in their house, too. So.
Okay, I would be looking forward to that rematch. Tight game in the first half. The second half belonged to you. Why do you think that was?
I think, like I just said, our energy was way more better. We just came out there locked up defensively and got out to like a 10, 15 more lead. Then after that, we just exploded.
Okay, if you can run, if you tape this game, run back through to the third quarter, see one of the great blocks. Marcel Brown, thanks for being our guest.
Thank you very much. Nice to have you.
So that is a story. Once again, the final score, it was the Zombies 143, the 78's 124. A player who provided a lot of energy tonight, especially in the second half, Rob Jones. You know, in this league, you don't think of defense, but I think you really brought it to the floor tonight.
Yeah, I tried to, bring it every possession, just because, with the 3D rule, it just makes basketball, it makes defense a little more fun. Once you see that red light on, if you feel, you get a sense of accomplishment. So that's what I try to do. I try to bring energy on the defensive end, just to open up some things on the offensive end. So it's fun. I mean, this team is special. I mean, we play defense. If you look, PD, lock up, full court. We got a lot of guards that like to put a little pressure on them, so it kind of gets them out of their rhythm.
Well, in the second half, it looked like you especially came through. It was a tight game in the first half. What did you do in the second half to kind of give you some breathing room?
Well, we kind of just went to our game. I mean, we kind of were out of it. We were kind of not hitting shots that we typically would, and not hitting the right passes. So I think in the second half, you look, I mean, we swung the ball very well. We used the high screen and roll very well, and we just kind of exploited their weakness. We figured out who's a little slower on the defensive end, and we kind of attacked it. So.
And everybody attacked the glass, and I thought that was a big key. They had more size, but I think you had more rebounds.
Yeah, I can tell you, it's funny too, because if you watch that game, I want to say if you watch Petey, that man you would think he's 6'10". I mean, he's just going for every rebound, every chance he can get. He's grabbing every board he can get. So when you got a point guard, kind of giving his all for offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds, it just kind of gives you that spark to try to get every rebound you can, especially being his teammate.
So it's a good teammate to have and a good result tonight. So our guest has been Rob Jones, one of the leaders of tonight's 143-124 victory by the Zombies. The co-captain is the Zombies, one of the architects of tonight's 143-124 victory, P.D. Skivas. One of the key parts of the game, I thought, second quarter, you're up by one, you make 3 defensive rebounds in a row that led to fast break opportunities for your team, and all of a sudden it became an 8-point game. We don't associate point guards with rebounding. How are you able to be so effective?
Well, I'm a very unique player, and I've kind of embraced that. I don't need to score a lot of points to affect the game. I have a lot of energy. Basketball is what I love, so when I'm out here, I just let my energy go, and usually it means getting steals and rebounds and throwing good outlet passes, getting our team going. And we got so much talent on this team. I'm just glad that my role in my game fits in and kind of helps everyone else.
You know, you got some new players, some returning players. It's a mixed bag here in the opener. How were you guys able to come out and be so smooth?
Well, we were together last year. We added, 2 real good players, both unselfish, both veterans. Robbie played in the ABA already, I think 1 or 2 years. He knows how to pass, shoot, and dribble, be effective. Rolie's a veteran. He's played at some of the highest levels. He's 36 years old, and he's a leader as well. So he comes in, he does a lot of the defensive work too. So they're good fits for our team, and we're just trying to pick up where we left off last year, which was making some noise.
Yeah, 13-2 a year ago until getting knocked out into the playoffs, winning that big game in the Baltimore area. One more thing, tight game in the first half. What broke it open for you in the second half?
I think just our sense of urgency. I mean, we realized like they had some talent. They always bring some good players. We realized it was going to be a good game, and we were going to have to really give it our all. And I think that we started to push, you know, like you said at that time. You know, when we get that energy going and we start getting stops and hitting threes, we could beat anyone.
Well, a lot of energy on the floor tonight. Petey Skivas, point guard and ace rebounder, has been our guest.